Rose, resident teacher, trainer, coach. And I am back to give you something in your daily life to go to when you would like to touch bases with restfulness, peace, and relaxation. You can do it while you're lying down, while you're sitting up, while you're doing any number of activities in your daily life, and make it count as a really deep, true mindfulness practice. I would like to recommend that if you haven't seen the Mindfulness 2, Unveiling Mindfulness 2 video that I posted a couple weeks ago, to go see that one first. You can do this one, but that one will make it a little bit more understandable for what we're doing today. So it's going to be kind of a, here's how we can find this relaxation, this peace, and this restfulness type meditation. And let's get started. So seated or on a cushion, legs crossed, whatever it is. Want to be comfortable yet alert, so stretch up your posture gently and just settle into it, relaxing all muscles that aren't supporting your upright, alert posture. And if you can, gently rest your head between your shoulders without leaning too far forward or back or chin sticking out. Just gentle and natural to the best of your ability. And on the next 3 breaths, we're just going to do natural exhales and just notice any relaxation in our chest as we exhale. And let's just do that for a couple moments. With every exhale, letting go just a little bit more. So we're alert yet relaxed, as best we can be. Your eyes can be closed like mine. They can be open. They can be cast downward in a soft, half eyelids open gaze. I suggest eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. So let's go ahead and start on this peaceful, restful, relaxing tour of the different sense categories. Okay, so we're going to bring our attention gently to the space somewhere behind our eyes, maybe a little bit front. Eyes closed or cast down in a soft gaze would be easiest. And just rest our attention in there, best you can. And some of us may notice images often or clearly, some of us not. I tend not to under many activities, many situations. You might. If you don't notice much activity, what you will likely notice is kind of a little screen behind your eyes that your eyes are kind of looking at, I guess we could say. It could be kind of yellowish or reddish, pinkish, maybe grayish, darker, depending on how much light you have in your room or wherever you are. And if you see things, we're going to do our best to kind of ignore images. And somewhere in there, if an image pops up, that's okay, but maybe if you can, rest your attention more on that blank screen. You can consider that more restful. So you want to lie down for a few minutes. You can just contact that screen, kind of blank, even swirly screen. Let's do that just for a moment. If your attention strays, very gently and happily bring it back. Good. And now go ahead and open your eyes. facing forward. This is kind of cool, and it's more going to be a little more challenging, but hey, many things in life are a little bit challenging. Our brain gets used to it and works with it and gets it. So, how do we have our eyes open and have it be kind of restful? Well, what you can do is you can focus your attention on your side or peripheral vision with your eyes forward, just gently. And that'll kind of soften up what's in front of your eyes. Or you can close your eyes. Notice that they're unfocused. Open your eyes, sort of with that sense of not being focused. So stuff is in front of you, right? You can see it, but you're not focused on it to the best of your ability. Last way is to, this is a little more challenging, well, it may not be more challenging if you're looking at a wall, is to imagine that you're looking into far, far away distance. Sometimes it's called far mountain gaze, as if you're looking through things. Don't strain too hard. And let's just try that for just a few moments. Restful, seeing out. Seeing out means outside of our body. You can just play around with that for a moment. It actually is powerful, especially once you get used to it. Good. Now close your eyes or cast them downward in a soft gaze and gently shift your attention to some area between your ears inside your head. That's often where we hear internal sounds like talking to ourselves, got to do this, got to do that. Remember that time that happened? Or, oh, that was a horrible thing. Whatever, or whatever the talk content is. It tends to go on somewhere between our ears, maybe a little above, maybe a little below. Now, when we shine the spotlight of attention in there, sometimes it gets really quiet. Sometimes there's some chattering, maybe a little sound, whatever it is. If it's mostly not much is going on, that's your restfulness, that's your quiet. Quiet inside your head is like a rest. And as you do this a little more and more often, you will be able to do this whether you have sounds going on inside your head or not. Just tuning into that quiet to the best of your ability. If you don't notice it, that's okay. Just rest your attention in there. If you've tensed up your body, just relax it. Might be very relaxing for you, possibly. Okay, and moving on. Now we're going to shift the attention from inside our head to outside our head, where we might hear appliances, outside sounds, people talking, whatever it is, or maybe mostly just quiet. Let me ask you to do this. Try your best. If it's not a very quiet environment, find an area where you're sitting where it's more quiet. And see if you can very gently place your attention there. When we hear quiet in our surroundings, that can be very restful. If there's not much sound at all, you can just place your attention in the quiet all around you. Let's just try that for a few moments. Again, if there are sounds going on, you can find the quiet usually somewhere. There's something, an area that's quiet. Okay, we probably have a little taste of that. And now we're going to move our attention to our body and see if we can find physical relaxation. One way you can do it is when you exhale, you can always notice some letting go in the rib cage muscles, some relaxation there. Maybe there are parts of your body, perhaps like your feet or your hands, even your earlobes, where not very much is going on, right? Perhaps you can rest your attention there. That's a physical, quiet restfulness. Your legs, if you're not in a cushion, are hanging down. That could be a restfulness. Your arms hanging down. The back tends to be quiet. And just see what you might find. It's even sort of restful. You can almost always find it in the exhale. Anywhere in your body that's tensed up, when you relax that, that's relaxation. It can be very soothing. Okay, and now we're going to shift to something that's maybe a little bit more challenging. For many people, what we might call their emotional center tends to be in their torso or chest area, sometimes their head, neck, upper arms. It can be anywhere in your body. If we cry hard, if we laugh hard, that's usually somewhere we're noticing that in our face, our torso. So what I ask people, unless you know where your emotions tend to come up in some other part of your body, just sort of generally rest your attention in the torso area, maybe the head, just a bit. You can move it around some. And notice, yes, we do feel emotions in our body. Try laughing hard sometime and then notice, or even smiling. Anger, crabbiness, you can feel it in your body. It drives us if we're not aware of it. And just see if you notice anything. It's okay if you don't. If you don't, we're going to call that peace, emotional peace. And just keep your attention there. If you don't notice much peace, that's okay. Times you will, times you won't. And as we practice more, you will notice it more. Most definitely. And let's go ahead and, if your eyes are closed, just gently move around a little bit, open them. So those are possible ways you can start to nurture. Just drop into them a few moments, or take 10 minutes or 15 minutes if you've got some good relaxation going. Always gently bringing your attention back if it's distracted. And we're going to be having more meditations that will pull on these different kinds of relaxations. So glad you came, and please come back for next week's. And I will see you soon. Have a lovely day and week. Take care.